Guys, we've been doing so much Gumroad this week. We're going to get into Baked Alaska next. He's out of federal prison with some shocking confessions that he's actually never read a book. I'm not even kidding. Baked Alaska, we're about to play when Andy gets back from his piss. Baked Alaska is going to admit that he has never read a book in his entire life. Now, like, Worski may not be the sharpest, but even he has read a book. Which is, I know it's hard to believe, but even he's, like, imagine, you're going your whole life, and you've never read a book. Not even a picture book. Like, you're just completely illiterate. And that is Tim Giannette's life. It's hard for me to comprehend. You know, it's hard for me to, like, how does somebody live their life like that? Floyd Mayweather has never read a book. He can't read either. They walk amongst us, folks. These people, they can't read. They've never read. It's crazy. All right, so let's pull up this Baked Alaska
Guys,
folder.
y'all miss Baked?
Nobody misses Baked.
Oh, my God.
But here's Baked. This is his big return. I don't think anybody else caught this because nobody else actually watched Yoba's return show.
I don't blame him.
Other than, like, the first 10 minutes where he talks about going to jail.
Yeah.
But I watched for an additional 30 minutes.
What a king. Like,
I can't even believe it. I watched it for an additional 30 minutes and clipped this myself.
Jesus Christ.
Yoba has confirmed that he has never read a book. Let's read. Like, you won't even believe it.
Okay.
You didn't forget about me. You prayed for me. Thank you for all the prayers, the support, the letters, the books. I got lots of great books. I read like 30 books. Can you believe I never read a book before? But in
Like, can we bring that back?
Not even like fucking Catcher in the Rye.
Buddy, he's not
the
even read a
Lost
picture.
Boys?
But you imagine, like, what he's saying is he's never even read a picture book.
A book.
A book at all.
A general book.
In his whole life, he has never read a book.
Yeah, 07's in chat for not
Can
reading
we just
a book.
play it again?
I've read a book. Me.
I know, that's what I was saying
That's
earlier.
crazy.
I was like, listen, I said, guys, like, Andy's known, he's maybe not the sharpest, but even he's read f***ing books.
Yes, multiple.
Many,
At least 7.
Andy's read at least 7. Well, now you're behind. He's apparently read 30 books in jail. No. But remember, they say they can't hear. They say they can't hear.
No, the that one was pretty. Oh, okay. I know what it is. Hang on.
All right, let's try and play it again.
Here, I'll boost her up for y'all.
You didn't forget about me. You prayed for me. Thank you for all the prayers, the support, the letters, the books. I got lots of great books. I read like 30 books. Can you believe I never read a book before? But in prison, I read 30 books.
He had never
I had it low on the mixer. Sorry,
He
guys.
had never read a book before.
Come on. Let's go.
Bring it back, Festus. I just want to hear it again.
And that includes the Bible, by the way.
Yeah, no,
said.
that's the thing. That's what's crazy. He talks about how he's a Christian, but he's never read the Bible. He's never even read one book in the Bible, which would count as reading a book. Like, if he was to read the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, like, it would count as having read a book. But here he is confessing that he's never read even one book.
Why would you say that out loud?
It's
Forget
amazing.
about me. You prayed for me. Thank you for all the prayers, the support, the letters, the books. I got lots of great books. I read like 30 books. Can you believe I never read a book before? But in prison, I read 30 books.
But listen, like, it's
Maybe
bullshit.
prison was
His
better.
claim is that he's read 30 books right now. You should think about it. He's not claiming to have read 30 books in 60 days. If he's never read a book before, we're supposed to believe he's reading a book every 2 days?
Yeah. And what is
Like,
it? Like
how
Nancy
short
Drew?
are these books? Like,
yeah.
Like, what are we talking
He's
about?
reading, what's that series of unfortunate events?
Yeah. But let's remember, though, that he claimed while he was there that the only 2 books he could get were the Bible and Game of Thrones. But now he's read 30 books.
I guess Game of Thrones does count as 30 books in his mind.
In his mind, yeah. If he was
He thinks a chapter is a book.
Yeah.
He's like, I read 30 books. It was 2 books.
They were comic books? Maybe. I can believe he read 30 comic books.
Yeah, you know
in
what?
60
30
days.
books, name them.
Yeah.
Name them. We need a list.
We need answers. So, Yoba came out on his show last week, and he broke down his whole jail experience. Let's hear it.
All right, guys, Yoba in jail. Let's give a round of applause. 07's in chat for Yoba being in jail. Let's hear what happened in jail.
Oh, Alstatus with 100. Thank you so much. Guys, okay, I mean, I don't even know where to start, but there's been so much. I was in federal prison, dude.
I've never seen a man be so... This is like us finding out Ralph had a divorce. Is him being in jail.
I was in federal prison. I was in federal prison for 60 days. I got sent to the hole for 16 days, which means you get thrown in.
By the way, he's in the shoe, right? The hole.
Yeah.
Okay. So remove 16 days from reading books.
Yeah, because
So
he had no access to books in the shoe.
Exactly.
He read 30 books in 46 days?
Yeah, right.
Bullshit.
It's called the hole, aka the shoe.
YOBA!
Hold up.
Funny Valentine sent $10. The king is back. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
By the way, Ralph was seething throughout this because he was just taking
Yoba was
all
getting
of his
money. Now, I tuned in today on Yoba's show. It was about 3 hours in. He had made $35. So this massive amount of support, he made like $2,000 or $3,000 on this first show. Now he's making between $30 and $80 a day. And he's streaming 7 or 8 hours a day.
I got sent to the hole for 16 days, which means it's like solitary confinement, but you have a cellie, basically. You're locked in an 8x8 room 24 hours a day. You can't do anything.
YOBA!
No TV.
Griller Burger sent $10. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Should there actually,
Hey,
like, my
and it
whole
might
thing
take me a
is, should
second to
there
get.
actually even be TV in prison to begin with?
It's like you could just chill watching TV all day.
You know, it's like, what the
Well, he was in Club Fed, though. There was a golf course.
Yeah, there was a golf
There
course.
was a fucking golf
tennis
course
court.
there. You know?
Get good at streaming again. It's been a while. He is a liar. This guy's weird. Okay.
This guy's weird.
Thank you.
No, he's the
Bye-bye.
only one with
Okay.
a brain.
So I was thrown in the hole for 16 days, which means solitary confinement.
YOBA!
But it
Thank
wasn't
you.
because you were in there with a cellie.
Yeah.
So it's not solitary
Solitary.
confinement if there's a cellie in there.
It's confinement with a guy.
Yeah.
It's confinement.
I've never heard of such a thing. I guess it exists, but I've never heard of such a thing before this.
Yeah.
Sent $30.
Thank
Wait,
you
what?
for your service.
What? What? Thank you. Thank you for that. Why is it whispering? What
a
is that?
Scumbag.
Yeah, first ban out. All right. Let's give it up. We
His
love our
first
mods.
ban.
We love our mods. Okay. I'm trying to describe this. I keep getting interrupted, but I love the donos. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it because I wasn't able to work for 90 days. So, and big shout out to the people that did not forget me because some people did, but some people didn't. I
He had a hard job today playing Resident Evil 4.
Oh, guys, it was really tough. Yoba put in 4 hours on RE4, guys. He was slaving over that RE4 over a hot stove.
You know, grab the tool belt and the tin box. You know, it's time to start hitting the hammer.
saw Chief Trumpster. I saw Tenrio did a fundraiser for me. Dalton did a fundraiser for me. You know, all the people that wrote me letters. I got hundreds of letters. Thank you so much. That kept me going. But in the hole, the only thing that got me through was God. And I got to tell you guys, and
It's
you'll
just
get to,
so unbelievable. It's just the lack of authenticity, like the lack of, like, people who would actually say that say it a lot different than Yoba would, you know? Like, if it really was this horrific, traumatic experience, but you clung to your faith in Jesus Christ to get you through, you would sound a lot different than Yoba.
It'd be like more, you know, humble, more.
Tell you there, guys, I was suffering in that cell, but it was just my constant faith and contemplation in Jesus Christ and meditation and dedication to him and reading God's word and knowing that I had an eternal reward and a heavenly home and that all things will pass, even this time in prison. And I was thinking about my favorite verses, how, you know, Jesus, he gave his life for us that through his poverty we might become rich and stuff like this. You know, like, he's not doing that. It was my faith in God, yo!
God,
Thank you, God! Let's go,
07's for God!
Yo!
07's for God in chat.
you know the new baked as the days go on. But I got to tell you, my ego died in the hole. Baked Alaska, the old baked, my
His
ego died. And
that
I was
might, listen,
16
if
days?
he was actually in real solitary alone, you might believe, and if he was there for months or years, you might believe his ego died in the hole.
Yeah.
But he was in the hole for 16 days
With a TV.
with a celly and books. So it's really hard to believe that your
He's got
ego,
Skittles
your
and-
sense of self, and all that died in the hole. But God told him to take the plea deal. Well, Pharaoh We Was says I don't sound any more sincere. It's because I'm lying. I'm doing it better than him, at least. Pharaoh We Was. I'm trying.
He means God as a guidance was his name.
His ego died, but he's wearing sunglasses inside. He couldn't even take off the pit vipers for his total YOBA ego death. Like, f off. He was in PC. It's protective custody is what it sounds like. It sounds like some sort of special protection agreement he was in. Like, whoa, okay, you're going to be segregated from the other inmates so they don't beat the shit out of you, and you're not going to be in solitary. If it was the hole, you would be in solitary. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
07 Jesus.
born again through Jesus Christ. Can we get an amen? Can we get an amen?
Yo, YOBA.
Grandma Patty sent $3.
Wait, sorry. When you air horn for amen. No.
Holy amen, brother.
Remember that guy you showed me, the one who was selling the fucking blanket?
Yeah, Jim Baker.
It's like a Jim Baker.
It's even more shameless than that.
Let's
Try
go.
to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
Yeah, exactly. But I have never surrendered so much.
Yo, YOBA.
Hold up.
Dalton Kleinfeeder sent $3 looking
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Tight.
Thank you, Dalton. I appreciate it. Well, listen, we Yofa's back a little bit. Yofa's back a little bit
The year
because
of Fat
people-
Alaska.
Let's go.
The year of Fat Alaska returns.
Fuck. Okay, guys, jail was so brutal. He gained 30 pounds.
Yeah, like normally you're not eating the food in jail. Like you saw Ralph when he came out of jail, he was looking svelte, he was looking thin. Yoba put on 30 pounds in jail because he had like the best commissary ever.
Yeah, like
he was
buffet.
like honey buns, Twinkies every day, Doritos. Bring it on. All the junk food, 24/7, 365.
Solitary
Yoba's parents
confinement,
paid
by
the
the way.
bill. Yeah.
In solitary, they throw a fucking piece of bread in a bottle of water and say, figure it out.
Figure it out. You get your Nutriloaf. Have you seen what Nutriloaf
Oh,
is?
man. It's
It's fucking foul. It's just the shittiest, lowest quality like piece of bread that's dry and stale they can give you that has all the nutrients to keep you alive. And it costs them like 20 cents to make it.
Oh, man.
Or less.
Just bugs, probably, too.
Like in Tent City, I think Sheriff Joe Arpaio's prison, they were feeding the inmates on less than 39 cents a day
Whoa.
per prisoner.
My God. I mean, you got to save money somehow.
Like, I did gain weight in prison, but we're back on Bistro MD. Don't worry. It's because
You're
you
back
stress
on
eat.
Bistro
It's so
MD?
stressful. And
Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. When you're in jail, you shouldn't be allowed to stress eat.
You know what I mean? Like, we do stress eating in federal prison?
Yeah.
It's not even jail. It's federal prison, man.
You're going
It's
to
supposed
stress
be
eat. Oh, I'm going to
hardcore.
go grab some ice cream from the...
This
what?
is some Club Fed. Like, it's all you can eat ice cream at Club
Oh,
Fed.
what the
How do you put on 30 pounds in
How do you
federal
stress
prison?
eat? From what I thought is you like they go, time to eat.
Oh,
you have all these snacks. You got like Nutty Bars and Reese's, and I never ate that, but I was so stressed.
wait a minute.
up.
You never ate the Nutty Bars and the Reese's, but you put on 30 pounds. How then?
Yeah.
He contradicts himself. Like, remember, in the first sentence, he's like, if it was your letters that got me through, then it was God. Only God that got him through. There's a
Exactly.
contradiction. Then it's like, I put on all this weight while I was there, but I never ate unhealthy. Well, which is it? Like, he's everything at once. He's all things to all men. The chameleon
He's that-
grifter
that-
Yoba.
That Asian movie, Everywhere, All at Once, or whatever. the
Everything, everywhere, all at once, which I refuse to watch.
fuck. It was mid.
I'm like, F it. I'm just gonna eat whatever. So we did gain a little bit of weight.
on
Yofa's
the
back.
plate.
Let's
30
get
pounds
some.
in 60 days he put on.
Wait, for real?
That's what he said. 30 pounds in 60 days. 1 pound per book that he read.
I couldn't even do that. Remember how much trouble I had in 3 months?
I was like,
I was
I had you on
struggling.
like the PPP diet.
Yeah, dude.
I was
eating
like,
a
gotta go eat like 2
Wendy's every
family-sized
day
bag
and
of
a
chips, baconators, shit like
and I
that.
still didn't even do it. I had to
No,
fucking
we had to
fake the
chug
last
in
5
water.
pounds with water.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Let's get the Jabba Yofa in the chat, please.
that's
Java
insane.
Yofa?
30 pounds in 60 fucking days.
He's so full of shit.
No, there's no way.
But for
He
real,
must have just been feasting.
He's
You know,
eating more
he
than
was
us.
just, like feasting. He had
got
like
the
a whole.
steaks.
What he had a whole jar of peanut butter, and he would just take full fat king size Snickers and just dip it in the peanut butter and just eat it. And he would eat probably a dozen Snickers and the whole jar of peanut butter. And like that would be every day. And then you could maybe gain that weight.
Lore Seeker in our chat says, "Oh, he was eating the books. Common mistake." He finished 30 books. He just ate them.
like I have so much to tell you
Deep
guys.
fried books.
And let me know. Hopefully, audio, video's okay. Just tell me if something's off. I really appreciate you guys. But I have so much to tell you. But it's like, I just realized that like, it's crazy. I was in the compound and I got even in federal prison.
Yo, YOBA.
Thank you.
Hail Gribble is on a
I fucking hate that our shows that we cover have this fucking TTS.
Can these fucking guys just do donos without TTS?
Look, we have donos waiting.
Like, how
I'll
hard
read
is
them eventually,
Well,
but
like,
like,
how hard is it to just read them? Like, I know if it's a big dono, you want to read it right away. Like,
that's different.
but like for $3 or because
10,
they did a
$5.
$5 streak on membership, really, it's gonna
like
pop up. It's just so annoying.
Every sentence is like,
and it's
oh,
Hail Gribble.
yo.
I guess this is one of Ralph's pay pigs,
Yeah.
so you know,
And
more
Monty.
money being diverted away from Ralph.
yeah. Hail Gribble.
Welcome
There's
back.
too many mouths to feed over on Cozy
Yeah.
now. Like the motherfucking bottom feeders, like Dalton, are
Mm-hmm.
even Ralph's in
Nah,
trouble
dude.
because
I'm gonna say this.
Wurzel's coming for his food.
No,
Yoba's coming for
dude.
his-
Yesterday, I don't know if you saw this. Maybe I checked for a second, or today. Sorry, in the morning. Fucking Ralph had 360 and Dalton was like at 290. But Dalton's chat was like, and Ralph's chat was just. That's my cricket sound. Can't do it.
Let's go.
Yo, YOBA.
Thank you.
Yo.
Ah! Stop whispering.
Missed you, bro.
Why? How? Is that a new Power Chat update? What the? What do you mean? Is that? Why are you whispering to me? How is that even a thing? I don't like that. Thank you for the 10.
Shut the-
Okay, listen. And this is how fallen I am. This is how fallen of a person
Okay.
I am.
So
And maybe
fallen.
some of you
Let's go.
Yo, but
He's
you are
fallen.
a fallen person.
He's fallen.
Can relate,
Yoba's
but-
soul has fallen and
He's
it can't
fallen.
get
I
up.
can't get up. Fucking Yoba.
It's like a turtle on his back. That's like Yoba's grift. He's like a turtle on his back in the middle of a desert. Do you hit it with a hockey stick or do you flip him over? I don't know.
I thought I was at rock bottom when I was in federal prison on the compound. But guess what? I got comfortable. I got a little tablet. I was renting movies. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Wait, you
and
can
all that
rent
stuff.
movies?
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. It's like
Jail
some sort of
sounds-
like, this is like an airplane. It's like better than being on an airplane.
Yeah, what the?
You know,
He's
it's got
got-
unlimited candy, cookies, pies, fucking movies.
iPads.
You have like an iPad?
PS5 with a steering wheel for
What the
GT7. Like, are you fucking? Is this jail? He's like, it was horrible.
He got
all
it
the
was
Reese's
awful,
peanut butter
guys.
cups and movies.
Oh, there was Reese's peanut butter cups and Batman
Are you
movies.
kidding me? All right, 50. I'm gonna read
What?
a big one here.
This is like, but he didn't get a special deal, guys. He definitely didn't snitch.
No.
He's just got
He's
an
got
iPad.
cigarettes. He's got cigarettes. He has weed. A weed
Does
pen.
he have a maid that comes in and makes his bed as well?
Yeah. My God. We got Anonymous for $20. He says Gypsy Crusader got 6 months in a hole. He would be telling us the story of the guards throwing food at him, beating him, or f***ing with him. That's right. Gypsy Crusader was in the hole, and he has like
No,
crazy.
I believe him that he was in the hole for 6. Like, there's a difference. Like, Gypsy Crusader got f***ed hard for that gun.
Yeah.
Or whatever he had that was modified, or he had some parts. I'm not even sure what happened.
Yeah.
He got f***ed.
Yeah.
And they did throw his ass in the hole. And it probably did fucking nearly break the mother If Baked Alaska was actually in real solitary confinement for even a week, it would break his will. And he would never be the same. He was never in a real solitary confinement. You know, somebody in chat here, I think it was JP, says the download speeds were the real torture, though. That's right. Your internet speed in federal prison is only 5 megabytes down. That's the real torture.
Down.
It's like...
And last one for now, Dizzle P for $20. Thank you so much. Even on vacation for 2 weeks, it is hard to put on 30 pounds. You must have gotten a ribeye for every groin he snaked on.
It's like he's like at the end of spoilers for it's like the deal that Saul's negotiating in the finale of Better Call Saul, where he gets like ice cream every fucking day. Yoba's getting ribeye steaks. Like, meanwhile, the actual January 6th heroes are rotting in solitary confinement forever and ever and ever and ever. They're never getting out. Yoba got 60 days in a place with ice cream and pizza and fucking video games and movies. Are you fucking kidding me? This is like some Anders Bering Breivik. Remember,
Yeah.
Do you remember Breivik, who shot up like 80 people in Norway? He actually went on a hunger strike because he only had a PS2 and not a PS3. And he won, and they gave him a PS3.
He shot up
It was
80 people.
inhumane to give him a PS2 instead of the
Good.
PS3. He's probably got a PS5 now.
Oh my
Is Breivik
God.
still in there? He's in there for another 11 years, I think. They only could give him like 21 years because that's like what it is in Norway.
That's fucking... And just put him away forever. Throw him in a fucking ditch. Baked Alaska's content spray can for 10, saying he stuck me in his ass multiple times. It's very true. Thank you for that $10.
Well, you're going to hear the story of the guard who tells him there's no Mason here, boy.
Here we go. Mad love. Thank you.
And
Yo, Yoba!
yo,
Smeagol fan sent $250. My ego.
Where the fuck's our
Thank you.
$250
Oh my gosh.
to
dono?
buy a moonwatch.
I
and instead
ordered
I'm
that a
giving you
while
donuts.
ago.
Yeah,
It's still
like,
not here. It's late.
I've ordered my $250
I ordered
dono.
this $250 dono to dab on. It was supposed to be $256.
Seems the kitchen's still working on it. It
Seems, Mr. Wolski, that they still haven't come up with my $256. Mm.
thank you.
What a shame.
Something is wrong with Smeagol now.
Yo, Smeagol with the 250. What the?
Thank
you.
Smeagol should be beaten with rods.
For real, give it up for
Smeagol,
Smeagol.
donate
All
to
you
us.
guys, I love you so much. But can any of you relate? It's like I thought that was rock bottom, going to federal prison, but then I started to get cocky, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I don't need God. Like that was my attitude.
What? Wait, so one day he's like, I don't need God.
What? Wait, when he was in the prison. So, by the way, we're supposed to believe that Baked is this devout Catholic monk, right?
Yeah.
He does the rosary stream every Sunday with no donos. He wears, like, what is it he wears?
The yarmulke?
No, it's not the yarmulke. Somebody told me this. That's met Baked in person, that he wears, like, this Catholic robe wherever he goes to, like, show how devout he is. It's like this special monk thing that only priests are supposed to wear, whatever.
Was it like a knife?
No, I don't know what it was. I
He
actually
had, like,
have
the
no
sheath
idea what it
knife.
was. It was like some spurs or something. But he's admitted that he went to prison. He got comfortable in prison eating Snickers and watching movies and just bailed on God.
Like instantly.
But mind you, while he's out, he's supposedly the most devout man. But while he's inside, a week in, he loses his faith because he has DVDs.
I won't lie, guys. Like, how are you a devout Christian or whatever?
The scapular, the brown scapular. That's right, the brown scapular.
Oh
the fuck it
man,
is.
that's it. That's such a true statement. You just forgot about God. But you're gonna be like, oh, he's the most religious man in the entire world now. Like, please.
Because I'm a sinful human being that just does that. I'm stupid, you know?
Yes,
And the
you
day
are stupid.
Yes, Chad meme. Yes.
after, boom, I got thrown in the hole. And there was no more
Smash
comfort.
the like button to
When I-
dab on Yoba.
By the way, God's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, Yoba.
federales.
Smash the like button to
Federales.
send Yoba to the hole again.
Wait, Baked Alaska's Goosebumps
Goosebumps
collection
collection for
for $20.
$20.
When Bake found out R.L. Stein was a member of his tribe, he grabbed his famous book series and read it to Ali Jamal every night. He got scared by those stories. We all had to cuddle a lot after. Okay, thank you. Bake's Goosebump collection.
I was in the
That's
hole.
funny. Thank you. Yo, appreciate it.
24 hours a day, no TV, no radio, no property. You could only shower 3 times a week, and you had to be handcuffed to the shower. I no phone calls. I couldn't call my attorney. I couldn't call my mom. Nothing. They just leave you to rot in there. They called me a domestic terrorist piece of shit and threw me in there.
Based.
And
That's what you
they
deserve.
Yeah, that's what you deserve. I hope it's real.
I do.
false
I hope it's a real story.
charges on me. They said
I don't believe
threatened
it,
a
though.
CO,
No.
which is not true. I would never do that. And later they dropped the charges, but you know, I was attacked. I was attacked for my politics and my.
Wait. So you were charged for attacking a CO, and then they just dropped it?
That would never happen.
Get the
They
out
would
of
you.
What a fucking lie.
beliefs. But you know what?
If the truth is, if the administration was as corrupt as he's saying and it was out for him, he would still be in there.
Yeah.
They would just make some shit up. Yeah, inmate Giannette attacked inmate whoever. 3
Or
more months
CO,
added to,
or
or the CO.
the
They
CO.
attacked the CO. Here's 3 months added to his sentence.
Oh, so
They don't give a
we charged him for attacking a CO, then we dropped the charges, but we hate him because he's a patriot. It makes no sense. It's not true.
I'm so glad that happened because it took me going from the compound into the hole to really hit rock bottom and really fully 100% surrender to Jesus. And
Didn't you surrender to Jesus on the treadmill like 6 months
Yeah.
ago? Come on.
I really learned a lot about the whole Trinity, the God the Father, Jesus the Son, and God's Holy Spirit. And I read this
How?
book called Diving Deeper, and
Wait, so there were books in the f***ing hole.
Then there were books in the hole.
The story
He
makes no sense.
keeps
No
contradicting
books,
the
no
story.
movies, no snacks. And then I read this book. How? It's a lie.
it really helped me understand how important it is for us to
It's the
have the
same
Holy Spirit.
sentence.
And Jesus
same
himself
paragraph.
needed the Holy Spirit when he was getting tempted.
Oh, yeah.
And
What?
I just feel like a whole new person. I
Yeah.
am so happy.
Oh,
And a lot of people are like, why are you so happy? You should be depressed. So
Yes.
if I could go through federal prison and
Yoba
rededicate
was
my
the
life to God.
happiest person I've ever seen going into federal prison. I'm going to federal prison. Let's go. He jumped up in the air and did a sally.
They did like a fucking dance, like
Oh.
the fucking floss dance.
And surrender more than I've ever surrendered to the most holy, I think you can too. So let's give it up for God. Let's go.
Give it up for God.
Do you think
For
God needs you to hit the button?
Woo! And I feel like this part of the internet just needs some positivity because, you know, I
bringing
came
the
back. There's all this
positivity
drama.
to us.
People are going crazy. And, you know, I didn't really want to be a part of it. You saw I had to say something on Telegram just to sort of, you know, let people know where I stand. But, you know, Yoba's not about that. Yoba's about positivity. And I also really...
Yoba's not about pedophilia.
Yeah, that's basically
kids.
what he's saying.
I actually believe him, though. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I was in federal prison, like, none of this shit matters. You know, I do love you guys.
07
and
Holy Spirit.
I love all of you, but I realized that the only
go,
things
fellas,
that really matter in life are God and your family. And obviously, you know, the people you love, I love you guys.
You were fucking how old? Like 40 years old
42.
to learn that God and your family are the most important? Like, most people learn that by the time
And
they're
it took
12.
him to go to federal prison, like,
Yeah, you had to go to federal prison.
The
Like,
whole-
everything in his life, like, is, oh, I learned my lesson this time. I swear to God. But you haven't. You're the exact same person.
oh, you're the
There's
same
no
dude.
difference, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But, you know, the people you love and God, that's it. Social media doesn't matter. Views doesn't matter. Live streams, clicks doesn't matter. None of it matters. For real.
Then stop streaming.
And
it.
like, it was so real for
Delete
me,
your Twitter.
just being in the hole, having panic attacks. All I had was a Bible and I got a hold of a Game of Thrones book.
Okay,
Wait!
no. So that
Wait,
was the original story, was the Bible and the Game of Thrones book. That was the story we
But
were
the book-
told in the news
You just said
article.
the other book though.
Yeah, but he had that other book that he read that was changed his life. But no, he didn't have that. Like, listen, he's literally contradicting himself within sentences.
Yeah, it's like
It's all over the place.
whiplash here.
2 is pretty good actually, but I was having such bad panic that I just read through the whole Psalms, the whole book. All I could do was glue my face to the Psalms because I was so terrified. It is so
Bullshit. You glued your fucking face to the Psalms? Recite one then. Go
Yeah.
ahead. No,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear him recite some scripture. He's sitting there. It's all you have for months, right? Or for weeks. You telling me you didn't memorize anything? You didn't learn anything?
Yeah, like what?
Wait, tell us one of the verses that got you through, son.
Yeah.
What was it that was your rock? Was it that the Lord was your shepherd and you shall not want? He maketh
he's-
you lie down through green pastures. So you can't even recite that?
But Ashton, he's telling this to the people who are the groypers who've never read a Bible either, but they claim to be Christian.
It's all just so.
Yeah.
bad in there. It should not be legal. It is.
But
People
you were
are in there
comfortable
for
in there.
nonviolent misdemeanor.
Huh?
But he's comfortable in there, he said.
Yeah.
To the point where he lost his faith in God because things in prison are apparently so good. I guess his life improved. Like before when he was out and he had freedom and stuff, it was like, oh, life just fucking sucks. But now that I'm in federal prison, holy fuck, I'm a king and I'm a god and like I have so many Reese's peanut butter cups and so much time to just eat them that fuck you, God. I've lost my faith. Federal prison's based. But it was also this horrible nightmare torture from hell.
It makes no sense. This is the craziest story I've ever heard.
In a low security prison, if you get thrown in the hole, you're just it's bad.
Besides the Game of Thrones books, you'll
They
get.
just let you die in there. And there's actually many stories that came out in Forbes of people dying in my very unit. I was in Everglades was the dorm unit.
Oh my
It's
god.
actually true. I had the articles about that, but it's not really relevant. To
Yeah,
this,
whatever.
And people died there just as recent as December because you'll bang on the door for hours, nobody will come, there's no emergency button, and next thing you know, this guy was laying in a pool of his blood and he's dead. He could have been saved. That's how they treat you in FCI Miami. I'll be putting them on blast, you could believe that. But that's all.
Oh no, guys! FCI.
They're
What are they gonna
shaking
do?
in their shoes. Those correctional officers who face like the scum of the earth, murderers, rapists, pedophiles, those COs who risk their life every day
Yeah,
to
it's
fucking
dangerous. It's
control
full.
the fucking block, like they're shaking in their shoes at YOBA.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I'm sure.
That's all
Yep.
federal.
I don't know if this is the real Wendell for $20.
It is the real Wendell. I'm sure of it.
Wendell, how you doing, bro? For $20, thanks for supporting the stream, bro. He goes, I don't know if you guys caught this, but Baked can't be around felons during probation. That means he can't hang out with Ralph for 3 years.
Yeah, I know, but isn't that amazing? It's like the perfect get out of jail free card.
It is, yeah.
For YOBA. Like, I don't even know if that's really true or not, but it's fucking amazing. That's what he's saying.
Bye-bye,
By the
Ralph.
way, look at this image. Just look at it.
My God.
Just look at his nose. Like, look at his physiognomy. Like, look at him, though.
And you can
like-
see it better because we're streaming in 1080p.
But, like,
today.
no, but, like, it's like a cryptozoological
No, it-
monstrosity, bro.
Here, chat. Let me.
Can we just, like, zoom in?
Yeah.
Like, zoom in and enhance? Like,
What?
look at that. Look it. Look.
look?
It's crazy. Holy f***, man.
That's silly,
It's a
dude.
game of noses, no doubt.
Jesus Christ.
He's clasping his hands, too.
Oh,
You see that?
yes. He's clasping his hands. Let me just fix the. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'll be this far donos after the fucking video. Thank you, everyone, so much.
Well,
Let's keep
it's all
hearing
federal
this
prisons.
bull.
It's so corrupt. It is so corrupt. Were you in the hole
By the
because
way,
you're?
Yeah, I know
Guys,
it's
they're
corrupt because
dealing-
you're out. You should still be in there.
Guys, like Ashton said, they're dealing with like literal like family
Murderers,
killers. Like they murdered like
thieves.
their whole family and then like went to jail. Rapists who raped like you know what I mean? Like the scum of the earth, they have to be tough. They have to be tough.
Publicly known. Well, yeah, the correctional officer specifically said,
oh yeah, bring Tyrone, who's murdered like 30 women,
Yeah.
and Reese's peanut butter cups now, like in his PS4.
I was going in my room to try to get my uniform for the day, and he was like, I was like, excuse me, could I get my uniform? He's like, no, don't fucking get in my face, you domestic terrorist piece of shit. I'm like, I'm not in your face, don't touch me, bro.
So this is his story of how he ends up in the hole. But from the beginning, it makes no sense. So he asked the guard, can I get my uniform for the day? Think of this. So he must be outside of the cell naked.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have clothes on, how is he talking to the CEO outside? He's like trying to get into his cell, but he has no clothes on? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I was like, excuse me, could I get my uniform? He's like, no, don't fucking get in my face, you domestic terrorist piece of shit. I'm like, I'm not in your face. Don't touch me, bro. I got constitutional rights. He's like, you ain't got no rights in here, boy. Boom, boom. Bruised up my arm, and then he's grabbing me by my shirt. He's like, swing on me, bitch, swing on me. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to swing on you. And then he fucks me up, hits me against the wall. I had like 4 bruises on my arm, and then he lies. And he says, he goes, oh, this guy Baked Alaska, he threatened me. He threatened to beat my ass. What? No, I didn't. And then also, when he was dragging me to the hole, he was like, yeah, you can't fucking pepper spray me in here, bitch. Da, da, da. And it's like, whoa,
I really hope
okay.
that happened.
That didn't happen.
That's so fucking Kino if it did happen. If the guard just started whooping his fucking ass and telling him, ain't no pepper spray in here, boy, or whatever. But... like, it's like a movie. I just don't believe any of this shit happened.
And Kyle in chat just goes, and then everyone clapped. Yeah.
So clearly, this guy knew who I was and made a point to torture me. Made a point to make an example out of me. It was very crazy. No, I'm not lying. This is all real. This is all real. But, you know, the most up thing about this is that they do this all the time. They do this all the time because just normal people, if they don't like somebody, they're just going to say, oh, this guy threatened to beat me up. Now you got 2 more years in federal prison. Then
why don't you have 2 more years in federal prison? This is the thing. Like, what he's saying is true. There is a lot of corruption in the prison system, and they will add charges, and they will boot you and this and that. But you know what? If this is true, if this CO had the power to throw you in the fucking hole for 2 weeks
and make up lies about you saying you attacked him
and all this shit, then why aren't you still there? Like, because if he really wanted to boot you and management was in on it, everybody was in on it, they would have given you another 2 years for assaulting a CO. Like, you would be in there forever.
They cleared your charges?
But they just cleared the charges?
They're going to, of course, believe the CO over the inmate anyway. Yeah.
A federal officer or whatever. So I don't know. It's just it's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. But like I said, that guy was whack.
Yo, YOBA.
Thank you.
Hot sticker sent $5 a log / Antifa prison guard. What DA?
Yes. Okay. Oh, thank you for the 5. Also, I'm gonna let you guys know the new schedule. Obviously it might be a little spotty. I'm just coming back. So glad to be back with you guys. I love you. I love all of you in the chat.
Let's thank Johnny Average in chat. He said they made an example of him, but no 2 extra years. How would they make an example of him?
In fact, the example would be like, oh, jail's easy. You could attack COs and get out.
It seems like the example wasn't made here. It seems like, oh, he put on weight in prison. He lost his faith in God because things were too amazing in there. Like, seems like, you know, there's no deterrent. People are gonna go and do an insurrection again if this is what you get.
The jail rules. Like, what the?
That I'm back. I'm happy to be back with you, to be chilling with you and all that. So we're gonna be doing Wake and Baked. I'm not sure. It might not be every single day, but I'm gonna try to do Wake and Baked as much as I can. It's gonna be around like 4 hours or so. After Wake and Baked, I'm going to start streaming on kick.com. Gaming only is going to be kick.com. So before I did Wake and Baked, and then I did gaming. So now I'm gonna do Wake and Baked and the gaming.
Waked and Baked was gaming.
Well, I don't even know what. Okay, so what Waked and Baked is
Reddit.
He goes on Reddit. He goes on our funny videos, and he just scrolls. Oh, let's see what this clip is. Doesn't say anything. Okay, next clip. That's what Wake and Baked is, folks. That's the show for 3 hours. It's no wonder nobody's donating to it. And then he plays like RE4 Remake or Breath of the Wild on Kick for 3 or 4 hours. That's the YOBA experience these days.
On Kick, because I can actually stream it in higher definition. So everyone, please follow the Kick channel, kick.com/bakedalaska. Give me, show the Kick.
The thing is, if Cozy is the answer, right? If Cozy is the answer and it's the end all be all, why is he streaming on Kick?
Yeah.
Seems like the ship is sinking.
It is.
There's like some holes in the ship.
Well, you have to move over.
It basically hit an iceberg today with the A24 thing.
That was the biggest one, I think. Well, the alley pedophile thing was like the first, was the iceberg, I think. This was the ship snapped in half portion. And the top smokestacks just like snapped off the ropes and just hit a bunch of people. That's what happened today.
Did you get my letter? I think I did. I got a lot of letters. I'm sorry I don't remember every specific name, but the letters meant so much to me. People put stuff on my commissary.
If you can't even remember one name.
I can't remember.
Somebody smash the like button. Let's get her over 400 likes right now.
Let's go, everyone. Hit that like button. Let's fucking go. Thank you for being here. We love you all.
I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Also, let me tell you this. One of the main things too. I just did a documentary with some people. I put out a photo on Telegram, so that'll be coming out in a few months. But also, I wanted to let you know about my celly in the hole. His name was Solomon. Great guy.
So he looked like
a mix of
Just play it. His story about
Kodak
Solomon's...
Black and Gucci Mane. I'm not joking. Like all gold.
Yo,
it makes such a
gold
racist
teeth.
in his mind. Black people can only be rappers. So this guy had to be a mix of Gucci Mane and what did he say? Kodak Black. Fuck.
% $3. I'm so woke and boat.
Yes.
Your prison time is actually worse than I thought it would be for you.
Well, Pike, that's why it doesn't make
hard.
any sense. I've never heard of a cellmate in the hole. And nobody's ever heard of this. But he met this mystical, wise black man in the hole who turned his whole life around, Andy.
So, like, the Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
This Andy Dufresne.
No, this exactly. Exactly.
He watched fucking Shawshank, and he was like, that's me.
He's like, that's me. That was my life.
And he had to escape, escape the hole, the metaphor.
A black Jewish Sally.
I had to climb through the...
Isn't that amazing, though, that his Sally in prison... It's amazing, because you talk about him like getting raped by Bubba, getting raped by this guy. He probably did get bent over by Solomon. He got bent over by Solomon in the cell, and now Yoba's having to praise his rapist. But he got a black Jewish Sally named Solomon.
Amazing.
It's so good.
Hey, God bless you, too. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was really hard, but...
The Green Mile. Yeah,
it was,
exactly.
I'm glad that it happened. Okay, I'm glad that it happened. So, his name was Emmanuel King Solomon, actually. Emmanuel King Solomon, but we called him Solomon.
He was Solomon? He met King Solomon in federal prison?
So, like, federal prison was actually like Jesus' trials to be,
They prayed for wisdom, and he received it.
At the stations of the baked,
Like, just like Kodak Black. He's got all gold teeth, total, raised in the hood. Amazing guy. He helped me get my faith back and also, helped me restore relationships.
So Solomon got you your faith back. Like, you had faith going in, right? But then you lost it because you had too many Reese's peanut butter cups and gained 30 pounds in a few days. But then you regained your faith in solitary confinement.
Saying that out loud.
Solitary confinement.
Just saying it out loud.
With Solomon, with King Solomon, the based black man, who definitely never plundered your asshole, but in fact brought you back to God. This is the story that we're being told. It's totally real, guys. Let's believe.
Some of my family members, and I just remember breaking down a little bit in there. And he was like, dude,
Imagine
so
he's literally
my mom
crying
and dad, who I
to
love,
this black guy in the cell. Oh, Solomon, it's so hard. Solomon like, hey, yo, white boy, give me that ass. I'll make it better.
I'll show you, God.
You want a honey bun? Don't you worry, honey bake. You give me, I'll get you a honey bun. You just go and suck on this honey bun. Get you some fucking honey.
No, Bake, no.
Bake,
so
no.
much. They
No.
visited me every week from Alaska. Can you believe that? Can we give it up?
Wow, it
for
was so
Mr.
hard.
and Mrs. Yoba?
Your family visited you every week. Flew from Alaska to Florida. Life's
No,
so
they
hard.
didn't.
I bet you they did.
Yeah, they probably did, actually. Yeah.
Yo,
They're
YOBA.
millionaires.
Oh, yeah.
Tag my sent $20. Welcome back.
The parents, the Pobas, the parents of Baked Alaska, every single week they came to visit me.
By the way, ever since he started this Yoba fucking year of...
Every
It's
year
never
has it.
not been.
It's not his year.
It's not.
It's just not been
It's
his year.
2024, guys. I swear. It's
It's
2024.
like the year
Yoba.
of the Spoonie. It never really materializes, but we hope for it. Each day we get on our knees and pray for the year of the
Please,
Spoonie.
Spoonie.
Please, Spoonie.
in
It's
federal
never
prison
happening.
in Miami from Alaska. Best parents ever. I love them so
Yo,
much.
YOBA.
Thank you, dude.
Dark Juice sent $3.
Thank you for the 3. I appreciate it.
Entered
So,
Solomon's
but then Solomon was in there. He's born and raised in Miami. So his family was only 1 mile away. And guess what? He never got a single visit. He never got a single letter. He never had a birthday party. He never had anything. And it's just like, so these are the type of stories. These are the types of people I met in prison. It's so sad. And so I'm in the hole with him. He had been there for 3
What did
months,
he
by
do?
the way. And
Okay, what did Solomon do?
Yeah, I want to know.
It's so
like,
sad. It's
well,
so-
he was in there for cutting the baby in half.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
version of Solomon where he actually did cut the baby in half. He was a Kang. He didn't quite get the wisdom of
he
Solomon,
says,
but he was a
he's
Kang.
like, you're Baked Alaska. And by the way, I hope I can, when he gets out, I can make content with him. I'm on 2-year probation, so I can't hang out with felons, unfortunately.
Ralph, do you hear what I hear? Like, come on.
Oh no, yo, but
So,
no, Ralph,
you know, I
no.
can't hang out with, felons. The fact that he has to, by the way, tell us this. I gotta stop hanging out with all my felon friends, by the way. You know, like, how many felons do we know that we
I
have
don't know anything. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know.
Till it's up, so it would have to be after my probation. But I remember he said, he's like, dog, you're Baked Alaska. You got to get your relationships with your family fixed. You can't be fake out here. You're spreading this, Christianity positive thing. You can't be. I'm like, dude, you're right. I can't, I got to clean up my own mess if I want to be,
So, us, for a year and a half, yelling at him, Baked, you need to stop. No.
No.
Criminal, felon, black man with gold teeth.
King Solomon in the hole.
The hole in the shoe. Fine, you're right. Come on. Come on.
spreading love and positivity is, I got to
Spreading
fix my own
cheeks.
stuff. You're absolutely right. I don't want to be a hypocrite. And he's like, you can still fix these relationships with your sisters and with your family. He says,
Can
don't
he
be like
though?
me,
No.
because now it's too late for me. Damn! That broke me, bro.
No,
that broke me in the hole.
That broke me, bro. I was
He's like,
fuck
don't
broken
end
in
up
the
like
hole
me.
by this
Yeah, I'm
black
sure
man.
he was broken.
Solomon broke
it
his
was
dick
over.
off in your ass,
Come on, Baked. We know you're lying.
Bake, please.
For the love
Because
of
he's
God.
like, nobody talks to me. My ex-wife, my kids. No, he's like, I f***ed up and I burned all the bridges with
Damn,
everyone. And he's
Solomon,
like,
you right.
it sucks. He had 16 cents on his commissary, no money for even a saltine cracker. Nothing, dude.
He didn't even
And
have
so,
enough money for a saltine
it's-
cracker.
Someone said, these are grade school lies.
Yeah, I
Maybe
know.
this is typical, but it's like, I
Year
just
of
really
Prague,
understood,
Alaska. YOPA.
I'm
Year
really
of Prague,
grateful and
Alaska.
fortunate
Alex,
for
please.
everything that I have, and I'm just so grateful to God that
Oh, I'm
He
sorry,
put me in
guys,
that
sorry.
position so that
But like
I could.
he had 60 days plus
apologies.
additional time to come up with his lies, his fake stories. That's right, you're evil. He had 60 days, and this is what he come up with. Like, couldn't you tell us some of the actual shit that happened? Like, surely you would actually have stories if you were in there for 60 days. And, like, you could explain it all. Like, did he ever even serve one day?
This guy, Weebles Wolves, says, I got nobody, but I got you baked.
Grow to be a better man.
Solomon.
You know, and I'm not saying that for the stream or anything. That's real. And obviously that's something you'll just see through actions. You'll see that, you know, my heart's just in a different place.
Lying.
I
He's
realize,
such a piece of shit. Did you see the little grin? Did you see the little grin
I think
that started
that's
to
real.
form on his
And
face?
obviously that's something.
As he says it's real, and you can see, like, reflexively the twitches as he just smiles because it's all bullshit. It's so
You'll
funny.
see it through my action.
You'll just see through actions. You'll see that, you know, my
smile,
heart's
he's
just in a different place. I
yeah,
realize.
yeah. Okay.
We got the change,
Oh shit,
Ralph.
Solomon,
the change
you
baked.
right, boy. Shit.
Wow, guys. Everyone's changing over there.
The things that matter
It only took a pedophile scandal.
are,
To
you know,
switch
serving
it.
God and your family. So, with that being said, I am so excited to be back. I'm working on so much content right now in the background. I just finished a new song. What the?
Oh,
Yoba's
gonna have to
back
listen to
rapping.
it.
The auditory atrocities of Baked Alaska will return. He was
I was in the hole.
Will Solomon
You
do
know.
a guest verse? With
King
no
Solomon.
iPad. Took my iPad, no movies.
King
Like-
Solomon, something why God won. And you know I'm baked. Come on, baked. Do we want to hear? I'm dreading it because I know we'll have to cover the song.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot me. God, no.
What the?
What
Yes!
the?
What
I
the?
finished a new song. I got actually a new little vocal setup back there. So I'll tell the only clue, it's a spiritual sequel to Twitter is Gay.
It's a spiritual sequel.
A spiritual sequel
Just think of
from the
the
creators of Twitter is Gay.
So what he's actually made, Andy, his song is called Twitter is Straight. And it's all about how Twitter is based now because Elon took over and let YOBA come back. So Twitter's straight now.
Yeah.
opposite. New setup looks great. Thank you, Southfield. Okay, so it's a spiritual sequel to Twitter is Gay. Just think of the inverse. Since I'm back on Twitter, it's not gay anymore. Twitter is straight. What?
Wow.
Twitter is fucking straight. Like the clip of him on the couch and he's like Louis there.
Yeah.
Louis through. It's just fucking amazing.
In fact, it was you who's the one who is seething.
Now you'll see.
But there was a actual jail scene with that's the Dark Fist representation of King Solomon.
And I got
From the writers of Kino Casino. I was like, I want to watch Dark Fist. What the f? I'm telling you guys, join the Gum Road. We are actually...
So I actually did find this guy's
you
this
did?
mugshot. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send it to you right now.
Me?
And what's amazing about all of this is that he definitely did get raped.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
All right. By the way, guys, if you want to see me and Ashton, we're possibly talking about doing a reboot of Dark Fist as a show for Gum Road. Tell us if you would want that. We'd probably do Give, Send, Go for that. Oh, man. All
Buddy.
right. Well, okay.
Buddy,
Well,
that guy made YOBA fucking touch his toes.
There he is, guys. The guy
Buddy,
who
is
saved
that the guy
Yoba.
who really got convinced YOBA to turn his life around? Or is that the guy who turned Yoba's insides inside out? Like, I don't know. I don't know, buddy, but I'm going to bet the latter.
Oh, shit.